Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Ooh, I had to fix that real quick. Um, Before we get into all of this, okay, I gotta say the Sixers last night really pissed me off. I am still freaking aggravated over that game last night. I mean, James Harden only had three shots in the second half, 11 points. Embiid, took some unnecessary shots, but that game was a friggin' disaster last night. It was horrible. I mean, I don't know. I think some changes are going to have to be made. Tobias Harris, I want out of here. I'm just tired of it. This team physically just didn't push anybody around. They looked like they were playing scared, and looked like they just. I don't know. Doc Rivers, is he going to have a job? Did he get these guys prepared for the playoffs? Seems like they really didn't get these guys prepared at all. You're going to a game, and I was seeing them before the game last night, and they looked like they had no energy even before the game when they were walking, like, through the, just through the arena in general. They looked like total crap. So it was horrible. It was horrible. So I don't know. Just kind of want to bring that up. The Sixers were just really pissed me off. We could talk about them later, but I'm not going to go too long today. Probably like an hour, or maybe a little bit over that, but nothing crazy today. But goddamn, man, it was horrible. That was horrible. I didn't really expect that. Being home, especially, I felt like maybe just being home would have at least lifted the team a little bit. But between Doc Rivers getting these guys prepared, Tobias Harris, I'm tired of. They got to get rid of him. Harden, now, Embiid throws Harden pretty much under the rug now, saying to the public that he's not, Houston James Harden anymore. So how that's going to go, I don't know. But Harden didn't play well. Harden's not the same anymore. I think we've all known that. I said we should have kept Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler shouldn't have left this team. Shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, he didn't like Ben Simmons or this coaching staff with what's his face. So I don't know. Jimmy Butler was a big. It was a big loss today. Last night, it was probably one of the most frustrating losses. Another second round, another loss in the second round for the Sixers. So sucks, man, sucks. But obviously, we have better things to look forward to, which is football in the next 4 months. With the schedule that did come out officially, and we were pretty much right the other day when we were streaming. We were streaming this as well. So 5 primetime games the Eagles do have, which I think is great. I mean, I guess the league really wants to see what the Eagles could do with this, this upgraded team that they have, getting A.J. Brown, and now, having this really good draft, with Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, getting Cam Jurgens in the second round, be the future center for the Philadelphia Eagles. So realistically, what I could see here is that the Eagles probably will split half and half with the Cowboys and the Commanders. As much as I want to sweep both of these teams, I feel like we'll maybe split with Dallas and Washington. We might actually do that. The Giants will probably beat twice, hopefully, if everything goes well. You go through these schedule releases as if this team is going to be healthy this year. You know what I mean? So as of right now, this team could win 10-11. I'd say 10-11 wins for the year. If everything goes smoothly, they could win that. If they surprise us a lot more and don't lose games, that they should win, I think we'll be good. I think it's a good schedule at the end of the day, guys. I like it. I don't really have a problem with it at all. So if you literally look at it, you have the Detroit Lions away, which we all saw from yesterday, and Detroit, a rebuilding team. Jared Goff doesn't really amaze me, and then playing obviously the Vikings on Monday Night Football, home opener. I mean, hopefully they win this game. It's going to be a tough game, I mean, Kirk Cousins doesn't really play well when the spotlight's on him. Justin Jefferson's going to be all over the field, so that defense of the Vikings is probably not going to be that bad this year. So, I mean, hopefully that's a win in our book. I think it will be. Facing Washington away, this could be a game that maybe worries me. I don't know. I don't think we have an issue playing in Washington, but I know I said maybe we can sweep them, but I think we maybe split with Washington. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Jaguars at home, very new team, new coaching staff, a lot of new players. They're loaded with a lot of good players, but they're still in a rebuilding mode to see what Trevor Lawrence could do. So I feel like, they will be home, and this is Doug Peterson coming back home to Philadelphia. So his first game back, which I think he'll get a good response from the crowd. This is the Super Bowl winning head coach at the end of the day. And then you go to week 5 against the Cardinals away. Will be a tough one at 4:25, but with D-Hop being on the PEDs, he's going to be suspended for that game a week, 2 weeks from, obviously him coming back. Not having D-Hop, they have Hollywood Brown right now, so the defense for the Cardinals is pretty good. So I think it'll be still a tough game, but I think defensively it should be a lot easier for us. But Kyle Murray is a great quarterback. I think top 10 in my book. Then we go to what is this, Sunday night against the Cowboys, 10-16, week 6. Hopefully we win. I mean, we usually play the Cowboys. We usually play the Cowboys away first, and then we play them home later on. That's what usually happens, and we face them at home, thank God, which I really do like. I think that'll be a win for the Eagles. So we'll see. The bye week is week 7, so an early bye for this team. So we'll see. We'll see. Bye week early, way too early. I think if it was either week 8 or 9, I think it would be a lot better. But the Steelers at home, I think that'll be a definite win with another rebuilding team. Having Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky. I mean, we don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback at that point. Who knows? Trubisky could get benched by that time, because I think Kenny Pickett's going to end up starting sometime this year for the Steelers. So then Thursday Night Football against the Texans, week 9. Another rebuilding team. Obviously they picked up Derek Stingley. They picked up some good guys in the draft. I think this is a definite win in my book. Going to Washington on Monday Night Football. Oh no, actually at home against Washington Monday night against Carson Wentz and the Commanders. You got to win this game. You can't not win this game. So we'll see. We'll see. They got to win. I mean, I think the next 3 games is probably where it's going to be tough. You have the Colts, you have Green Bay, and you have the Tennessee Titans. I think those 3 games, whether they're home or away, they're going to be tough games. The Colts on November 20th at 1 p.m. Matt Ryan's new quarterback over there. I don't know how he's going to play, but I think he's going to play well. I really think he does. He's got a lot left in the tank. Look what they did with Phillip Rivers. Carson Wentz didn't really have a bad year with them either. Besides, trying to get into the playoffs, but by the end of the year, kind of choked a little bit. But I think Matt Ryan's going to play well there. So we'll see. I mean, the Colts got a great defense. Colts have great weapons offensively. I think it's really going to be up to Matt Ryan, getting these guys the ball. So we'll see. And then you have Green Bay at home, which is a primetime game, 11-27, week 12. And Green Bay has Christian Watson, from the draft now, and Sammy Watkins. I mean, he has guys to throw to. He can make all these guys. I think he's going to make Christian Watson play, look really good. So it's got some good receivers, and the other receiver, I forgot his name from yesterday, that was there for years and then went to the Texans, went to the Cowboys, or went to the Cowboys, Texans, and then went back to the Packers. So I feel like offensively they're good. Defensively they probably need a little bit of work, but I think defensively they have some good pieces. Their pass rush isn't that bad. So we'll see. It's gonna be a tough game. Titans week 13 at 1 p.m. It's gonna be a tough one too. The Titans, I want to see Derrick Henry against Fletcher Cox or Javon Hargrave and Jordan Davis up the middle. I want to see what happens there. But Ryan Tannehill, I don't think he's anything special. They got Treylon Burks, no A.J. Brown. Obviously, this is the big A.J. Brown revenge game. This one's kind of circled. This game is definitely going to be circled on his calendar. There's no doubt about it. So at home in Philly, which is great. So I think it'll be a tough game, but we'll see. And then you have at the Giants, at the Bears, at the Cowboys. The next 3 games, week 14, 15, and 16. The Giants, they should be able to sweep the Giants with all the new coaching staff they have. I think Daniel Jones is still holding them back regardless, so we'll see what happens. And then you have the Bears. It's going to be probably one of the worst teams this year, so, I could mark that as a win as of right now. Cowboys, most likely it's a 425 game. That's the Christmas Eve game as of right now, so I don't know. I think they split here. I think they could split here. If they're going to be in Dallas, they probably split. Let's see. We'll see about that. Then they have the Saints at 1 p.m. A game we have to win because, we hold one of their first-round picks for next year. So we'll see what happens with the Saints. Defensively, I don't know if they're going to be top 5. I know they were the top 4 defense last year, but no Sean Payton. Jameson Winston coming off of an ACL. Alvin Kamara might not be there. Michael Thomas comes back, and see how he plays after a year and a half. And on top of that, they drafted Chris Olave, so we'll see. Then they have the Giants at home, which pretty much if the Eagles are already in the playoffs at that point, they're probably going to rest everybody, and that's a to be determined time on January 7th. So that should be interesting. So at the end of the day, guys, okay, I have the Eagles going at least 11-6. I think realistically, I'll say that just because I think they'll split with Dallas. I think they'll split with Dallas. I think they'll split with Washington. I think they'll win against the Giants twice. And I think at the end of the day, they will have a loss between the Cardinals, Green Bay, and the Texans. Cardinals, Green Bay, Texans. I could be wrong. Cardinals, Green Bay, Texans, a split with Dallas, a split with Washington. I could probably say 12 wins. As of right now. But like I said, guys, in a perfect world when there's no injuries and we go into the season how Jalen Hurts is playing the way he is, I think they could get 12. I mean, realistically, they could get double-digit wins. If they get 12 wins, I think realistically they could get that. If they sweep 2 NFC East teams, they can get 13 wins. So, kind of crazy, but we'll see. But I appreciate you coming in. I just wanted to go over that really quick. Nothing crazy, but I think 12 to 13 wins. I think they could do it. But in a perfect world, that's how I'm saying it right now. So I'm saying it. What's going on, everybody? Clark says Vegas says we're still a 9-win team. I mean, we should. It's crazy. Shouldn't be, but Dave said, Joey, stop thinking real quick. I'm a service call. Hope your day is good, bro. Stay safe. You too, Dave. The first L on the schedule right now. I'd probably say the Cardinals. To be honest. Because at the end of the day, I think they could sweep. If they sweep Washington at their 13 wins, I think they could sweep. I think they'll split. But if they can get 2 wins out of Washington, going to Washington, getting that win over there, I think they'll be in good contention here. So I feel like the Cardinals will be a loss week 5. I think they'll go 4-0. Before they get to that game. And then obviously they face Dallas Sunday night after that. And I think they win that game. I think they're just gonna play better than Dallas. I think the Eagles are just upgraded at more positions than Dallas. I think Dallas's offense takes a step back. So we'll see. Kenzo says one thing I love about Embiid besides his heart is his honesty. I totally agree. Nate Banks says, sup, Joey? Seeing the Eagles schedule leaves me feeling very optimistic for this year. We're still a very young team. That Man Sky really is the limit for what the Eagles could do. Got to stay healthy. Yeah, I feel like, I think when it comes down to it, it comes to this offensive coordinator. It comes down to Jalen Hurts. And it comes down to Jonathan Gannon, really, at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. Chris said, hey, Shakes, I went over the schedule a few times. 12-5. I'd say 12 to 13 wins. From how I'm looking at it right now, yeah. Vaughn says we got a lot of space between some of these games, to be honest. Derek says, what do you think happens with Minshew? As of right now, I think he stays. I think he will stay. But if there's a quarterback that goes down during training camp or preseason or something like that, I think the Eagles get a phone call. And then you put Carson Strong as your backup quarterback. Or if there is a team that loses a quarterback, by week 9 for the trade deadline, I think, he could be traded. Could happen. So Marcia, what do you have our record looking like? I say 12 to 13 wins if we're perfect. That's if we're perfect, which we're not going to be. We're going to make mistakes, but Mayor says, Joey, stop saying what's a win or loss. Says, look at every team is hard. I don't want to sleep on a team. Well, no, dude, I'm just going over it as what's given to us right now. I'm not saying we're going to go 12, 13 wins. I say in a perfect world, we're going to have 12, 13 wins. We might not have that. We might have 10 wins this year. Maybe not even that. Maybe they could have 9 wins again this year. So, this is us going over a schedule, and that's it. That's what it is right now. It's not that. Oh, I think this is in a perfect world. What's going to happen? Other than that, that's it. Joe said this year's schedule proves more than ever. NFL is now more entertainment than sport. I totally agree with that. Ryan says, "What up? What's going on, man?" Joe says, "Yes, the win-loss game is silly, fun to do. Yeah, it's stupid. I get it." Joe said, "What's going on, Justin?" Cameron says, "Saints getting revenge for y'all. Winston going to demolish y'all in Philadelphia." Joe said, "This is the problem. It's today's sports fans. It's all about looking ahead. Championship. How did it work out for the Sixers? Yeah, I get it. I mean, they're horrible. The Sixers are horrible. I mean, I didn't know if they're. I thought maybe they were going to at least force a Game 7, but I don't know." Grandier says, Joe Shakes happy on Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Especially you too, man. Happy Friday the 13th. One of my favorite franchises. Yo, who that dude? What's going on, man? Just over the Nets or the Lakers are all teams that fall for the BS of championship. Because Capitals better than Flyers and Carolina's better than Eagles. Oh, man, God, you hurt my feelings so much. Derek said 13-4 if Hurts turns up. Mayor said, Gillies, watch your mouth. Chris says, no way we lose to the Texans. I don't think so, man. With that quarterback they have, even though he did play well last year for, 10 games? I forgot the quarterback. David Wells. I forgot his damn name. I know he was in for 10 games. He played really well for the Texans last year. But Jamar says between week 9 and 10 is basically another bye. Yeah, pretty much because you get those extra days. Right? Yeah. I mean, really, because you're playing a Thursday night to a Monday night. So, yeah, you have extra time right there. So that's not a bad thing at all. Let's see. Ashford says Eagles will win the East after a Fletcher Cox strip sack on Dak. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he has a good year this year. Joey Zambito says, hey, Joey Chase, who's filling in for Thomas Mont? Eagles talk with Chant. Yeah, it is what it is, dude. People need to fight their own battles, bro. People need to fight their own battles, dude. That's what it is. Yeah. Someone asked me a question the other day. I'm in a pissed off mood today because of the Sixers last night. So people asked me a question about this guy the other day. I answered it, and people didn't like it. So it is what it is. That's 2022 for you. People don't fight their own battles. So that's how it is in a perfect world. David, what's going on? Mayor says David. Yeah, David Mills. I said David Wells. I was close. I don't remember his name. Trevor 13 wins. What are you crazy? There may be 3 or 4 teams in the whole league that will win 12 or 13 games. Who that dude says? I say 10 to 12 wins if everyone stays healthy. Trill Young says the Commanders call themselves winning 10-7 and being undefeated at home, not with Wentz back there. I think Wentz is relatively going to play well, but it doesn't get them over the hump for a championship or anything. I think he will win them games. I mean, with that offense, I think he's in a better offense than he was with the Colts. I think when you have Curtis Samuel coming back off injury, Terry McLaurin, I mean, now you drafted Jahan Dotson, which, and I want to see between Rivera and Carson Wentz if they actually get along during the year. And I don't know. There's been questions about Carson Wentz's leadership and players not liking him for his leadership. And the owner for the Colts didn't even like him. I mean, that's how bad it went. Ron said road teams have bad records on Thursday nights. Let's say, what's going on, man? Cowboys got the easiest schedule. Chris says, other than now, I think we're a good team. Adding Bradbury and Clark would make us a great team. If Hurts plays good, we have a special team. Mayor says Mills pretty good to me. Had some type of season Mac Jones had. Just Sunday, I watched a lot of college football. I told you before Carson Strong will be cut. He is garbage. I'm not saying he's going to be good. I'm just saying he might give our guys some good looks with the arm that he has for camp. Really, other than that, I don't see it going further than that. You know what I mean? But he could be a backup next year. Who knows? Depending what the Eagles want to do. If they get a second round pick for Minshew or someone goes down, they get a second round pick for him or something. Then yeah, I mean, I would do it just to get the draft pick. Who gives a crap? You know what I mean? This is a rebuilding year for the Eagles. I mean, they're not competing for a Super Bowl this year. Brad says, Bradbury likes Slay's tweet. Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw that Slay and Avonte Max have been going toe-to-toe and trying to get something done. There's what week do we play the Cards? Week 5. So D-Hop will not be playing. Cameron said Wentz would like Chase Young, and then this morning with Ron Rivera. Lassay says Cowboys will win the East again. I don't know about that, bro. I think Commanders could play a lot better than the Cowboys. I think the Eagles could play a lot better than the Cowboys, to be honest with you. Just saying. Carson Wentz press conference today. I didn't know that. Carlton says, I'm a Heat fan. Sorry about the 49ers, bro. It's business. The 49ers. You mean the 76ers you're talking about? You are a Heat fan. Justin says, who's the undrafted free agent you think will make the team besides Goodrich and Strong? I think Britton Covey will make the roster. I think he actually contribute to this offense on, screen passes, end arounds, jet sweeps, slants, go routes. I think they can use him quick on being a gadget type receiver for this team. So we'll see. Joe said, in a perfect world, most of us would want to taller and have more hair. It's not a perfect world. That's the point. That's totally true. I don't like doing schedule reviews because it's total BS, because it's just like, oh, win, loss. I think it's just very unrealistic. That's all. I do it every year, but and behind the scenes, I'm just like, it's not something that's like my favorite thing to do, because it's like, how can I say it's a win or a loss, Depends how the team is. It just depends, when this team gets hot and when this team is, it just depends. The Eagles 9-3. What's our toughest? Our toughest week is going to be 13, 14, 15. I think Colts, Tennessee, and Green Bay. I think those are going to be our our 3 games. Probably the 3 games that are going to hurt the most. Who that dude said the whole NFC East has a fairly easy schedule. Mary says they draft Sam Howell. Donnie Brown is one of the wide receivers they have. That was Sam's best receiver in college. So he says Cowboys win the East again. Joey Bookett. Eagles need a good QB. Trill said I can see Seattle trying to get Minshew. Cameron says Commanders will always get slept on. I think they're getting slept on a little bit this year. I think they're going to play a little bit better than everybody expects, especially the Cowboys. Cowboy fans need to watch out for this for Washington and the Eagles this year. Philly said, who did the Cards have on receiver? Marquise Brown. I forgot who else they have at receiver. Maris said Cowboys swear they're winning every year just to underachieve. Ashford says, yes, no D-Hop. That's great for us. Kiki says, Noah Ellis and Kennedy Brooks will make the team easy. Noah Ellis, the defensive tackle from Idaho State. I haven't looked at a lot of tape on him. RPF says, hey, Joey, think I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. 17. The Eagles Sixers can go to hell and move to Philadelphia permanently. Philly would be better off the expansion team. Yeah, dude, it was a bad loss. I mean, even this whole series has been a total joke. You get Embiid back, and it really didn't even get better. Besides one game, it really didn't get better. So, dude, I don't even really care about basketball that much. I don't really watch any other teams. Even if the Mavs win, I don't even really care, to be honest. I really don't. If the Sixers are out, I don't even really watch basketball anymore once they're out. Besides the finals, I'll watch the finals, but that's pretty much about it. South Tex, what's going on, man? So what up? Cowboys will win the East again. BQM says Covey is the new Wes Welker. I wouldn't go that far, but I think there's good potential there. Wes Welker role for Covey, I think having making the team would be yeah, I get it. Cowboys will win the East because of the QBs. The QBs aren't going to have them win the East. That makes absolutely no sense. It's more to it than just having a productive quarterback. So, just so the fans demanded, they love it, so we'll continue, but it is silly. I feel like they need to win 2 of week 13 and 15. If we can win 2 out of 3 of those games, I feel like we'll be good. Geek said Covey is overhyped by the fans. Chill. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't think he's overhyped for special teams. I think he's just hyped enough for special teams. When it comes to contributing to the offense, I think he can. I mean, look, I want to be. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope he's not a bust, but we'll see. Chris Scott said, Covey will make the team. The young dude is electric. He'll make the team as a 6th receiver used primarily on. Oh yeah, totally agree. Punt returns, special teams. I totally agree. Nick Towson said, what up, Joey? Any news on James Bradbury? There's nothing yet, man. Nothing yet. Trill says our 3 back-to-back road games is going to be a rough one. Elliot says, what up? What's going on, Yeep? Joe said, I believe the AFC West has 19 prime. Dude, it's going to get nuts. The amount of electricity they're going to have with all those games. The AFC is loaded this year. Oh, yeah, Pretty Boy Waiver 18. I subscribed this year, and you were talking about Jordan Davis since day one, and who did they draft? Jordan Davis. I told you. Well, I mean, I didn't tell you, but, I feel like I pretty much said, in guessing, I said Eagles are going to have Devontae Wyatt or Jordan Davis in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform. And I was right. Nick, what up? What's up? Any news on Bremer? Mercy Kingston, he's not overhyped, can actually play. Dave, Eagles Champ 34 says, did you hear any more about Reagor and Chuck Clark trade? There's nothing else. There's nothing behind the scenes about that move. There's nothing else going on about it. I mean, hopefully they re-engage in trade talks for a Reagor Chuck Clark trade. So we'll see. Rock said, what up, buddy? How you doing today? Doing good, Rock. How you doing, man? Knock Andrews says, Raider Nation. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Jen says Rondale Moore is on the cards. Joe says Cowboys are going to have tremendously down season, and Jerry Jones will give Sean Payton a boatload of money to save the day of Diver in reality. Eagles 9-3 at all costs cover Zach Ertz on third down. Yeah. Look how much different Zach Ertz looked last year when he got traded. Did you see how much more different he looked? Kind of crazy, man. He looked so different. He was outrunning defenses, and we couldn't even he looked slow in our offense. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Chris says 6 wide receivers make our team: Smith, Quez, AJ Brown, Pascal, Covey, Ward. I totally agree. Yeah, but unfortunately, they don't value Ward over Reagor. That's the only problem I have with this. They don't value him over Reagor. Mayor says we got to make sure we lock up Zach Ertz. Well, Dallas Cowboys said, I think we win 8 games max. Nah. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I thought I forgot. You're not talking about the Eagles. You're talking about the Cowboys. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I think defensively the Cowboys are going to play well. I don't think the offense for Dallas is going to be horrible, but I just think they take a little bit of a step back. That's all. As CD being your number one, you got Tony Pollard as the better back than Zeke. Zeke, it looks horrible. So Joe says Cowboys still stink the season. Jerry Jones will not there on it. Joey says trying to sign a super chat, but keeps on saying edit and try again. Could be credit card information or debit card information or something like that. I mean, that's probably what it is. Let me actually, speaking of the stream, let me put the stream up on my phone because I forgot to put it up. I tried to put it up and I couldn't. Pause. Okay, we're good to go. Just want to make sure we're playing this. All right. Karen says, Wentz will Logan Thomas. Eagles fan said, Wife's getting me tickets for November 20th game at Colts. Life is good, brother. Thanks for all the educated insight on the Birds. I try as best I can, man. I do appreciate it, dude. E. Perez says, what about the Olympian runner? You think he'll make the team? And I think he will. I forgot his name. Oh, Devon Allen? Yeah, Devon Allen. Sal says, question, if Wentz had his roster, in your opinion, what would think it would be the outcome? If Wentz had this roster, dude, I don't know because I don't like Wentz at all. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at a throwing aspect, I think he would be more successful, but at a mental mindset, when he loses games or throws picks, or it just gets to him, and I just don't like what's been talked about him since the Colts had him. They gave up two picks for him to the Eagles. They only gave up 2/3 to the Washington to get rid of him. The Colts had a lot of issues. I don't know. I think when it comes to throwing, I think he's more dangerous outside the pocket, can make those throws. He's got a gunslinger arm. But I just personally don't like him and don't want to see him in Eagles green ever again. Like, I wouldn't even be a fan of it. It's personal for me as a people person standpoint when it comes to Carson Wentz. King says, who is your second team you support after Eagles if you have one? I'm not a 2-teamer. I don't support more than one team. So that's how that goes. There's no two. How many guys do I meet in public or at work and they're like, oh, I'm a fan of the Saints and the Patriots? Or like, I'm just like, what? I'm like, you have a team that always wins, and you have a team that, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, this was like a few years ago. I had a few guys that are 2-teaming. And there's nothing wrong with two teaming, but it's just I can't support two teams. This just can't happen. Maybe if Pittsburgh got to the Super Bowl, or maybe I'd root for them. I mean, I root for teams all the time in the playoffs and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm fans of those teams. I'm just rooting for teams. But I can see us beating Cardinals. Yeah, we'll see, dude. I hope. I mean, I feel like that's going to be our first loss, but we'll see. He said, "Do you think Bilotta will make this year's top 100 players list?" 100%. 100% he will. No doubt about it. Joe says, I'm assuming the reason James Bradbury is still out there is because he's asking for too much. That's what I'm thinking. If he's over 10 plus million, you got to stay away from it. Just go let these guys, compete. Let these young guys compete. Let the guys compete and literally just sit there, and that's it, man. If by August, if you have to get a veteran corner, you have Xavier Rhodes and Joe Hayden, Kyle Fuller, like there's plenty of them out there. So I don't see why you can't get one of those guys. Kicksit says, which Eagles players do you think will make the top 100 players? I mean, at this point, I think it's going to be Bilotta. I think it's going to be Dickerson. Oh man, it's going to be Devontae Smith. I think AJ Brown will be one. I think there'll be a few players there. There'll be a few players. Hargrave should have a really good year this year. I mean, who knows? Hassan Reddick could be one. Joseph Carson Wentz is a religious head case. He is not a leader of a team. He's a leader of himself. That's actually a really good. Damn, that's good, Joe. I like that, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. And he's very selfish. Even when he was hurt, or like he would always want to play hurt. You know what I mean? Oh, and like I give him respect for doing it, but the way he left, it really just left the bad taste in my mouth, though. I'm glad Carson and Ben are gone. Carlin said, people like that I don't take serious with three teams. They do grow for that shit. Dave says, I'm a huge Bama fan. I root for their past players. Joey says, we're in a perfect position to build this team for the future. So excited. We haven't had a complete roster like this in a while. The only thing is safety. I think we let the undrafted free agents battle for cornerback. Joe says, Carson Wentz pushes his religious beliefs on people. He is big in the Connect Church. He is not a leader of men. Dave says, so I follow a lot of teams. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, dude. There's nothing wrong with it. For me, I'm just saying, like, my all-time favorite team is the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'll never change that. Like, you could follow other teams and like them. I don't really put it towards anybody else, So as an Armtown, Wentz is probably a top 10, but man has a weak mentality. Shaking my head, what such a way. I think so too, man. I think so too. I mean, even when people at the first game in 2020, I said something's wrong with Carson Wentz. I made a video outside talking about Carson Wentz after that loss against Washington, the first game. And I said, Carson's not the same anymore. Not the same. Could be after that. Too much has happened with him. Nick Foles not only had success in 2017, but had success in 2018. That team was a catch away from getting into the Super Bowl again. I think they could have beat the Rams in the NFC Championship game because they were horrible in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl, the most boring Super Bowl in 2018. Okay, and Carson Wentz he just couldn't handle it, man. Couldn't handle it. Shots at Wentz is better talent over Dak. When it comes to his throwing and being real dangerous outside the pocket, I guess in some sort of way he is, because really he had a solid year for the Colts last year. I mean, he had a very solid year last year. The issue is that they started running the ball a lot more, because he was the running back for the Colts. I mean, he was a beast last year. That was the face of the offense last year, and they started straying away from Carson Wentz's passing game. And then when he got to that Jaguars game, that was it. I mean, he threw 3 picks. I mean, he had a horrible game. He got sacked like 7-8 times. I don't know what it was. So, Project Baby said, I root for 31 teams as long as the Cowboys don't. I love it, man. I love it. Carlton said, right, shaking my head. I'm the only fan to one NBA, one NFL. That's Eagles and Heat. And that's fine, dude. Like, just like me, like, I don't watch the Phillies. I don't watch the Flyers. Like, I hate hockey. Number one, I tried to play hockey and I quit. Number 2, I just hate hockey, period. Phillies, I used to be my dad used to take me to Yankees games when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. My dad used to take me to opening days and Yankee games when I was younger, but I'm not even a Yankees fan. So, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm a Phillies fan, I guess. Like, I'll support the Phillies if they're like, they play or whatever, but I'm not like, hey, I'm on board and know everything about baseball because I don't. I necessarily don't even know everything about football either. You know what I mean? Like, I just tell the truth sometimes. That's it. I'm not some NFL analyst. I'm just a fan like you guys with a damn opinion. That's it. So what up, Joey? What's your early prediction for a record? I think the Eagles can win 12 to 13 games. If they can win between the Green Bay, Tennessee Colts game, 2 of those games, they beat the Cardinals and at least can split with Dallas and Washington. They at least sweep Washington, the Giants, and split with Dallas. I feel like they could get 13 wins, but that's in a perfect world. It's in a perfect world. We got a super chat from Joey Zambito. Thank you so much, man. He said, please let Hurts kill it. I want 2 firsts next year. Let me tell you something. That's what I want to happen. If the Eagles play well and Hurts plays fantastic, yeah. I mean, you got 2 first-round picks next year to do whatever the hell you want with, and a second-round pick to even add more to this roster. So the Eagles could skip on some players in free agency and really go get some big names coming out of the draft next year. I think if Hurts plays very well, huge step forward, come 2023, the Eagles are going to be competing for a Super Bowl next year, 100%. If everything works out the way it does, I think they compete for a Super Bowl next year. If they don't, it might be another 3 years down the road. So because they draft QB next year and then they give him a couple years, could be another 3 years. That's it. How is easy schedule going to affect the growth of Jalen? Should we judge him based? I don't think it's that easy as everyone expects. I think we don't say it's easy. I think we say it's well balanced because at the end of the day, look. I think with the bye week, it kind of sucks. But here you go. You have a bye week 7. And then week 9 to week 10, you have Thursday night against the Texans, and then you have Monday night against Washington at home. Okay, you pretty much have another bye week. You have Thursday night to Monday night, so you have an extra day or two. You know what I mean, to get these guys prepared. So it's a little bit of extra rest for the team as well. So it's really not that bad when you think about it. Really not that bad. King says, I individual players from other teams rather than teams. Joe, they said that Carson Wentz was walking around the locker room preaching to players. You can't have that in the locker room. No, you gotta let everyone have a say. So we'll see though. Nico says, which game are you going to? I'm going to the opener most likely. I'll be at the opener. Vikings. I haven't been to a. Oh man, primetime wise, I haven't been to a primetime game probably since the Falcons in 2018. I went to the Falcons divisional in 17. That wasn't primetime though. That was it was like a 4:30, 5 o'clock game. It was a late game, that game. So if you want to call it prime time, really not prime time. But Joe says, we all know people who found God, and that's cool if he's not the leader and quarterback of your team. Philly Fan D says, I can literally see 3 teams in 10+. Hate the NFC least talk. The Sixers suck. I totally agree with that. That's freaking hard. I'm still mad over that loss. Sounds like y'all rebuild pretty damn fast, to be honest. I mean, the draft looks good right now. And look, I know, I understand, like, it's a draft. Like, the Giants were overrated last year because of that free agency they had and all those big contracts that they signed last year. And they seemed like contenders on paper, which on contenders, they were contenders on paper. But if the coaching staff can't produce these guys, then it's going to be a big problem. I feel like this team went from one of the oldest rosters to obviously one of the youngest and most improved coming off of this draft. Past couple drafts, I could say. So, we'll see. What's good, Joey? We double moonwalk in the schedule behind guaranteed. I hope so. Jose Carson Wentz threw 3 interceptions in a game. After the game, he was interviewed. He took no accountability. He said it was God's will. I got to play better. I got to do better. That's what he said the last year he was here. Dude, that's what he said the last year he was here. Every single game. No accountability. At least with Jalen Hurts, he's like, I screwed up. I sucked tonight. And that's it. Pause. Big pause on that one. I just had to catch myself. So Joey with another super chat says, anyway, too early defensive prospects for 20. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm not in draft mode until by December. I'm in draft mode. By Christmas time, I'm in draft mode. Most likely, that's the time I'm usually in draft mode. So, Yankee said Wentz $1 million arm and nickel head. Roma Alonso said going to Steelers the next day, going to the Monday Night Football, Browns and Bengals. Oh, damn, that's cool, dude. I hope you have a good time, man. Because I think if Hurts stays healthy, he's going to play pretty good this year. If not, it might get shaky fast. Joe said my last primetime game, if he was for me was Houston on Thursday night a few years back, but was lucky enough to have pregame field pass. Nice experience. Oh. Kane says, I'm from Australia. What's the best food to try when visiting Philly? I mean, the Philly cheesesteaks, obviously. So, but you got to go to the right place. Even for me right now, I haven't been to the best Philly cheesesteak place. Like, people tell me this place, that place. Like, I don't think I've had the best Philly cheesesteak yet in Philly yet. So, in my opinion, the Kobe Dean's energy matches Brian Dawkins. I totally agree. He is a field general. That's what he is. I mean, we'll see what he does. But, yo, James, what's going on, man? Five Browns to 17-0. He said, what do you think of the schedule? I think they can get 12, 13 wins, but I mean, it's just stupid to say that because we don't know if this team is going to be as advertised, So it's I don't like schedule reviews. I don't. Like, I hate them. Like, I'm just being honest. I don't like them at all, but, we try our best to, go over it. South Texas, if you got to pick one to come back, Wentz or Simmons. Oh, Wentz, probably Wentz in a heartbeat because I know Wentz will produce more than Simmons does. I mean, Wentz probably. Most likely. So, Neil says, should I get tickets now or doesn't matter? I mean, I feel like I feel like the earlier you get them, the cheaper they are. But the closer you get to the game, so say you want to go to the Cowboys game, week 7, whatever it is, okay, at home, and it's a primetime game. If you want to get those tickets, like the closer to the game, especially if the Eagles are winning, the more expensive they're going to be. So getting them early ahead of time is going to be, as long as you don't care if they're, a losing, winning record and you want to go, you get them early for a cheaper price. But the taxes you pay on tickets now is totally ridiculous. So you'll buy tickets for $250, $300 a piece, and you'll pay $70, $80 just for using the site for taxes. So it's just, you got to, I get tickets on discount. I know a couple that they own 4 seats. They're season ticket holders. They own 4 seats. And I get tickets at a discounted rate. Like, I'll pay almost nothing for a game. Not nothing, but I'll pay $100, maybe $200 for a ticket, which isn't that bad for on the 50-yard line. Pretty much not bad seats. So, Lone says, "Wait, I believe they gave the Giants Thanksgiving game and not us, which we had this year and had." Hell no, I'm not. I hate Thanksgiving games. Hate them because I can't concentrate on the holiday. I'm just not a fan of it, man. I can't enjoy my holiday when the Eagles are playing. All I'm thinking about is the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't care about anything else that day. So I guess we're different on that. Rick says, left field option. Do you think the QB like Baker or Jimmy G is an upgrade over Jalen? No, I don't, dude. I don't like Jimmy. No, Jimmy Garoppolo. No, I don't like Jimmy Garoppolo. Baker Mayfield. Nobody wants Baker Mayfield right now. I feel like if the Giants play bad, I think that the Giants have a crap season this year. I feel like Baker might actually go there. Maybe. They don't have another first-round pick for next year. So it's going to cost them a lot to move for a quarterback. But it's going to cost them a lot for trading for Baker Mayfield. Maybe. I don't know. Don't go to the tourist spot for cheesesteaks. Just says, Polly Brown, you sound like delusional Dallas fan. Yo, Brand, what's going on, man? Jason, I don't want to get too hyped. Bro says 824 said, "What's up, Joey? How Cowboys are the first place team that gets the easiest schedule?" Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. They want the Cowboys to win. That's why. Do not go to the Pats or Geno's. I don't listen to TV. Best cheesesteaks are from places you've never heard of. Yeah, probably hole-in-the-wall places. Now, I want to ask a question. Is the nacho cheese is the real cheese they use on Philly cheesesteaks, or do they actually use a different cheese for Philly cheesesteaks? That's what I've always wanted to know. Mayor said, "Dear Joe, you got a Poppy store, bro. Salt, pepper, mayo, ketchup, fried onions. That sounds really good. Oh, my God. Sounds really good." Coach says, "Skip Bayless has the Eagles going 12-5. Even he thinks we're going to be good." He's got to defend his Cowboys. Reb says, even though talks died down, you think still can get Chuck Clark? I think if they re-engage, they can. It just depends. I think during the draft, they tried to get something done, but it was just too much pressure, not enough time to do it, and I guess it just didn't work out. So Joe says, "Stay away from Pats and Gio's for cheesesteaks. So many mom and pop places that make great sandwich." Oh, yeah. Privately owned? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. John's roast pork. Love pork. Eagles Clip says, "We could go 17-0, but I got us going 14-3, losing to Dallas, Packers, Colts." It could happen. Titans, too. Yeah, Titans, too. Yeah. All King, I think the team we have the least expectation should be 10-11 wins. Who had 2 said, "How cold do you think it'll be for the Saints at Eagles January 1st? Yeah, it's going to be nuts. I mean, that's good weather. I mean, that's good. I mean, the Eagles could play in that weather though for years. That's why I don't like. That's why, like, for dome teams like the Falcons, like the Raiders, obviously like the Saints, like can't play in cold weather. But we'll see. Joe says, "What do you think of the Colts dumped him so fast? He's getting worse." I think it came to his leadership. There was a lot of news going around. Even Carson Wentz tried getting a meeting with the owner to the Colts, and he wouldn't have that meeting with him. I mean, there was a lot of hate. They gave him up for 2 third-round picks. I mean, that's it. 2 third-rounders. You gave the Eagles almost a first-round pick, a second-round conditional, and a third. That third-rounder was used to get Devontae Smith. I mean, come on now. Crazy. Paul said, I like when other people play on Thanksgiving too, so I really have to focus much. I don't like playing on Thanksgiving. I can't stand it. I can't stand having Thanksgiving games. It's just the truth. Roman said, "Any news on Bradbury? I feel like he will fit like a glove." There's nothing yet, but we'll see. King said, "Have you read the sausage rolls and meat pies? They are staples when watching a rugby game here in Australia." Never heard of sausage rolls and meat pies. No. Probably good though. I wouldn't doubt it. Cody says, Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. Lots of food, football, and 4-day weekend usually can't get better than that. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like I'm fine. Like watching football, watching other teams play, I'm totally good with that. Oh, so they use American cheese. That sounds better. I don't like nacho cheese. I mean, I don't mind having nacho cheese, but Remo says, I love Del Sandros and Mania Yunk, Jim's, and Little John's too. I have never even heard of those. Oh yeah, Cheese Whiz is optional, but that's not for me. Yeah, Cheese Whiz too. American cheese on cheesesteaks. B. Lewis says, I'm going to the Eagles-Browns preseason game. It's close to me. Yeah, dude, definitely have a good time, man. Joe said, Joey, who are you looking to forward to improve the most, Hurts or the defense as a whole? Myself, the defense. I mean, to give me one or the other, they both have to be good. I mean, the quarterback has to be the number one thing for me because we have two first round picks next year. You know what I mean? That's a huge draft for us if Jalen Hurts works out. The defense is definite. If I can't even blame the players if this defense plays not to standard whatsoever. It's going to be on. I could see Gannon be on the hot seat this year. So. Joe said, hey, Joey, how's it going to be at Thanksgiving with all your Giants? You root against the Giants, no turkey or pumpkin pie. It is what it is. Like, I don't even care. As long as we're not playing, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna be. I'm just gonna be sitting there eating. They're all gonna be like, their eyes are gonna be stuck to the TV, and that's it. I'm just gonna be having a relaxing day, have a couple drinks, chill out. That's all that's gonna be, man. Rome says, when you doing call-ins, I want to vent. Yeah, dude, I got to figure out a day, man. I got to figure out a day between this week and next week to do it. Brad said, Joey, beat up all 10 of my friends that tried to jump him at Eagles game. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, it's a damn Dan Green. Danny Green tore his ACL. That sucks. Well, not like it matters now, but that sucks. Yeah, that was horrible. And Embiid kind of landed on his leg. His leg did not. His leg was still standing straight up. He was still standing when he landed on his leg. That was horrible. That's what you see in football. That's what you see with like offensive linemen and crap. Crazy. Polly Brown, if you put actual not cheese on cheesesteak, you should be detained. Diego says, is this the most primetime games? 5 primetime games? I was thinking like maybe 3, but man, the NFL really wants to see the Eagles do well. They want to see these matchups. Especially there's a lot of drama with these matchups, especially with Carson Wentz coming to Philly. I mean, I knew that Washington was going to be at home for a primetime game. I said the first game, but at least it's there on the schedule. So Thomas S says, my concern is how Sirianni will distribute the ball to all this talent. Worried he going to force feed to please the fans. No, I don't think so, dude. I think they have to run. I think they have to run the ball the way they've been running the ball, but they got to change. They have to expand the offense, give him some play action. He's got to do more than RPOs and read options. He's got to do more than that. Dave said, my dream is to go to an Eagles game with you and Philly 500. That would be hilarious. Yeah, so me and Philly have been talking about going to a game the past couple years. I mean, maybe one day. Yeah, sure. I mean, we'll see. But guys, we have 211 in the chat. Like I said, today's not going to be a long stream today. It will go for another, we'll go a little bit over an hour, but I have to do some things today. I haven't done anything. I haven't gone out, done anything, or I mean, I've got some stuff I got to do, unfortunately. When you have, time on your hands, you got to take advantage of it, especially with the season going to dim down now with all the news, depending on what they do at safety and cornerback. But 203, if you guys haven't subscribed, you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you guys have not, we cover the Eagles every day. We'll have another stream tomorrow during the day. Sunday, I actually might take the day off. Sunday might be the day I'm just going to take that one day and just maybe I'll have a video out, but that's really it. I'll have videos for Sunday, but probably just going to take the day off on Sunday. So just for one day, because it's been nonstop since free agency, literally, or since pretty much the end of the season last year. So kind of been crazy. Like the stream if you guys have not either. Definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment and description for extra content. You get that extra content any tier. Does not matter what tier you get. You get the extra content for support and extra stuff I can't put on YouTube. So I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. So I know my Thanksgiving was ruined last year. Who'd you guys play Thanksgiving last year? Rome says, I know I'm going to get bashed, but Foles deserved a team like this. Yeah, I get it. Logan Montero says, I think we should really let Gainwell run wild this year. He's the future at running back. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think any of these guys are featured backs besides Miles Sanders, really. But I think they're good rotational guys. I think Kenny G's gonna have a really good year. I mean, he had 6 to 8 touchdowns last year for a rookie. He played very well. I think he ran pretty well. Put him in the passing game. I really want these running backs in the passing game on top of the receivers that we have right now. So we'll see. MB said, I don't expect Nick to run the ball like he did in the second half of the year at all. I expect mostly pass with a few runs. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 60-40. I think it's going to be I think they're going to pass a little tiny bit more than they do run, but I think they still run significantly well. Yo, Christian E., what's going on, man? Eagles fan says, Miles Sanders going off this year, man. Contract year always brings out players' best. Don't sleep on the run game with him and Gainwell. No, I'm not sleeping, man. I'm not sleeping. Oh, yeah, it was the Raiders. Yeah, it was. I forgot it was the Raiders. Joe says, Rome, absolutely, but then QB deserves a team like this. That's why the Eagles McNabb never won, because he had hardly any weapons consistently except for 04. And not against his Raiders. I said Philly goes 12-5. I don't like the early bye. Well, the early bye is not bad, but look at the other game. So you look at week 7's the bye, right? Then you look at the Texans and Washington week 9 and 10. You have an extra couple days to rest because you have a Thursday night game, you have a Thursday night game, and then you have a Monday night game the week after. So that's another mini bye for the Eagles right there, week 9 to 10. It's not that bad, to be honest with you. You get a little bit of rest that week as well. So it's really, it kind of makes up for it a little bit, not fully, but because how many receivers do you think the Eagles will keep if they name them? 6 as of right now. You got Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Quez Watkins, Britton Covey, Greg Ward, and who's what I'm missing here? Who am I missing here? Who am I missing? Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Quez Watkins, Britton Covey, Greg Ward. Oh yeah, Pascal. I think it keeps 6 right there. I keep forgetting about Pascal. He's still here. We signed him so damn early. Rose, always remember we traded a winning Super Bowl MVP for Imposer. Ron says, I'm really against us keeping Miles if he balls out. Why wouldn't we take 4 years, $18 million? That's not a crazy deal for a stud running back. Yeah, he's going to want more than that, dude. He might want more than that. They're going to get these running backs are going to get paid $40 to $50 million. I mean, it's just the Eagles just can't keep him. I mean, Miles Sanders is one of my favorite players. Yeah, Hightower's not making the roster, bro. He's not. Probably not going to make it. Keystone, what do you think Jalen has to do this season to convince Rosen to sign him a second contract? I mean, he's got to really take a big step forward. And as a big step forward as, anticipation on passing and hitting guys wide open and not overthrowing, underthrowing, being more accurate. I mean, you don't really need statistics to show this. You need to see if Jalen Hurts, is not making the same repetitive mistakes he made last year. Okay, now he's got a year and a half under his belt. Really, at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts has only played a year and a half of football. So, I got to see that. I'm saying that win the East, win a playoff game if they can, but I got to see a big jump. I got faith in Hurts this season due to his focus. I told you, look, when it comes to his mentality and work effort, it's off the charts. It's great. But when it comes down, it's just got to match his play. I mean, that's really it. Chris, I got to ask, the Eagles are in a make or break with Hurts. He has to get his opportunity. If so, he is good QB. That was said. Will y'all run enough this season? Yeah, probably. The other bar 3, so I'm feeling really good about the schedule, at least the NFC Championship game. Yang Gang said McNabb had weapons. Pinkston and Thrash. McNabb brought knives to gunfights on Sundays. Joe said 12 teams have 5 primetime games. That's crazy, especially in the AFC. It's probably nuts in the AFC. You should take a look at the Saints. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. Let me look at it right now, actually. Since we're here, we might as well. Let me look at it. No, not to buy tickets. God damn it. Saints schedule. All right, so Saints schedule. Okay, so all right, so honestly, that's preseason. Do we have our preseason schedule yet? Or no? Do we not have it? I don't know if we have. All right, so this is the Saints schedule. Falcons week 1. Tampa, Falcons week 1, that's probably going to be a win. Week 2 versus Tampa, that's probably going to be a loss. Panthers, I don't know. Panthers might actually, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be, I would say it's going to be a win. Vikings a loss. Seahawks might be a win. Bengals a loss. Cardinals a loss. Raiders a loss. Ravens a loss. Steelers a win. LA a loss. The LA Chargers a loss. San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco, I'd say they lose that game. They have Tampa, that's a loss. They have a bye week, week 14. Falcons a win. Cleveland Browns a loss. Eagles, I'm going to say a loss. Panthers, I'd say Panthers, they lose the last, I'd say they lose that last, they win that last game. I say they win against the Panthers. They shut the Panthers down. So at the end of the day, I think they only win 6. They only win 5. I think they win 6 games, maybe 5-6 games out of that schedule. I mean, really, that's it. So we'll see. Oh crap! I lost my base. No. Don't to the Zeke treatment. In the first 6 games, we play all 3 division teams in the Rams, Tampa Bay, and Cincy in the first 6. Dallas might be in trouble early. Yeah, it's going to be that's a tough schedule for the first 6 games. It's tough. Joey Zabio says, who you choosing, Joe, Goodrich, or McPherson for quarterback 2? I like Job and Goodrich. Still not sold on McPherson. I mean, McPherson's going to his 2nd year, so I'd give him more time. I mean, I don't like his coverage too much, but like I said, he was still a rookie last year. He's going to his 2nd year. So, I mean, look, I don't know what Josh Jobe is going to do. I don't know what Goodrich is going to do. They gave Goodrich a lot of money. So, hopefully, maybe he, flashes a little bit. So, he said, what do you think will be 3 captains this year for the Eagles? Probably Hurts, Brandon Graham, and maybe Dallas Goedert. Maybe. Or says, Jalen must improve his throwing with anticipation. That's such an elite attribute that your QB needs. I totally agree. Yo, Loyal, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day, dude. Rick says we need a power back, someone to move the chains between the tackles. Ron says we played Jets, Dolphins, and Browns in preseason. Who says, bro, we beat Tampa 4 out of the last 5. Yeah, you beat Tampa twice last year. I understand that. I understand you beat them. I know you beat them last year twice. I understand that, but we'll see. It's a new year, bro. It's a new year. I'm saying 5 to 6 wins for the Saints, maybe. For what it's given us right now. Joe said, I heard the Cowboy fans are real cranky now. That's because they're really hungry because of the lack of baby formula. Yeah, it's not even just that. Okay. I feel like because they're not the center of attention right now, because they usually are, the Eagles are being talked about a lot in this division, and it kind of gets them a little pissed off. So Rome says we need back like JJ, a guy that always falls forward and hits the hole with power. Oh, we'll see what happens, dude. Like I'm excited to see what Kenny Brooks brings to the table. He runs real good between the tackles. I say he's more of a bruiser in my opinion, because he likes to run into people, but when he finds open space, he hits another gear running between the tackles. So we'll see. Who that dude says, I'll bet you 500 we win more than 6. Hey, we'll see, dude. I'm just looking at the schedule how it is. I'm just looking at how it is. I see, like people say, I can see us winning 12 to 13 wins. I can see us getting 11 to 12 wins, but at the same time, it's like we might not. Like things happen during the season. Keith said Mulatto will destroy Davenport and Cam Jordan this year. He said, did you catch the John McMullen's article about Hurts going to work with Tom House and his group, hoping that really helps him and his deep ball mechanics? Yeah, I mean that we've heard that early. He's working with him and Quincy Avery. You'll say, I feel like the Saints are in the same shoes we are, only good as a QB can be. I mean, like with all, but really boils down to how good Hurts and Winston will be. I totally agree. Winston coming off the ACL last year too, so trying to revive his career. I think what they're like 5-2 with Winston right now. You think Jack Stahl makes the team with Calcaterra and Goddard? I think Stahl can make it because he brings more to the table when it comes to. I think he plays special teams, and I think he plays. He's a good blocker too. He's a good blocking tight end. Eagles Hall of Twitch says, Joey, we got an easy schedule. I wouldn't say it's easy, dude. I think it's just balanced out right. I think we still got some hard teams, but I don't think we have. Really, the meat and potatoes of where it could get hard is the Colts, Titans, and what was it? Colts, Titans, Green Bay, Packers is going to be probably where it's going to be a little crazy. Joey said Howie views Tay Gowan as an extension of this draft. Looking forward to him getting an opportunity, good size at 6'1". Oh yeah, definitely. Like Tay Gowan is definitely probably one of the most exciting ones. We got him in the Zach Ertz trade, but didn't have an offseason with the Eagles yet. So he will this year. So 215 Sports says it would be absolutely acceptable for the Eagles to not have at least 10 wins this season. Really get great chance we hit 12 wins. Skip Bayless is even scared of the Eagles. Yang says I want to see Mulatto and Jordan Davis in the backfield for goal line plays. I don't even care if they get the ball. Just want to see what it looks like. Cody says Howie views Tay Gowan as an extension of this draft. Looking forward to him getting an opportunity, good size at 6'1". Yeah, we'll see what he does. John said, hey, Joey, first time chat. Thanks for your time on the draft. Where do we go with Rager? I say they get rid of him, man. I would get rid of him because there's better talent at wide receiver on this roster. But I appreciate it. Coming in on the draft and stuff. Really do appreciate it. I think before training camp, I think like 85%, I'm going to go 85 to say that he will get traded or released before. I say traded before training camp. Joey says, Joe was supposed to be the third, but injury screwed him just like N'Kobe Chip on their shoulders. Yeah, Josh Jobe had foot surgery in December, so we'll see. Joey says, yo, what's going on? Joe says, after 2017, we know that's the deepest team because injuries to a couple key players, and you're talking getting first pick overall. I love how the Eagles appear to be deep again, especially both lines. Yeah, week 8 should be fun. Colts won't beat us. I mean, they might not. I mean, look, I think the defense is going to be great. I think the offensive weapons are good. I think it's another quarterback situation in Matt Ryan where see what he does. We'll see what he does. But Brent, Joey Mulatto was unstoppable in rugby. Can't they put him in backfield and goal line, plays for Bears or Refrigerator Perry? Look what Jordan Davis did. They put Georgia put Jordan Davis at running back in the red zone, and he totally got through there pretty easily. Carla Real, Joey, what's going on, man? He says Arizona game in the perfect time slot. No D-Hop put a ton of pressure on Murray, and last year he could take it. Round says, anyone excited to see Mulatto versus Thibodeaux? Mulatto might wreck his shit. I'm hoping he does, man. Brad says we could have got someone better than Tay Gowan, just me. Yo, Dave, what's going on, man? Chris E says Skip Bayless is afraid of his own shout, and Cowboys fans don't claim him. Yeah, I know. Well, you're not the only fan base that has somebody that kind of embarrasses you guys. And trust me, there are Eagles fandom that used to be around that kind of embarrassed us as well. So we already know who that is. So talking about a guy doesn't even have a YouTube channel anymore. That's, got in trouble. So, Jim said my Steelers is playing the Raiders on my birthday this year. Oh, dude, then happy birthday. I mean, hopefully you have hopefully they get the win and you have a good birthday, man. I hope so. Let's see here. What did Carson Wentz say? He's trying not to get too excited about the Eagles. Screw that guy, bro. Screw that guy. Screw him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that you know that guy. You know that man on his on a calendar, on his a little calendar on his refrigerator. He's circling that date. Eagles facing Carson Wentz in the command. Let me tell you something. He thinks, okay, he thinks he's going to have one up on us. He thinks he's going to have one up on us. That's what. Yeah, a lot of emotions. I'm sure fans will eat it up. Yeah. I'm trying to get too excited about that game. Oh yeah, he's zoning in on that game. You know it. You know he's zoning in on that game. I hope we knock his block off. I swear to God, Carson Wentz. I hope we knock his block off. I swear to God. I hope Hassan Reddick, Nakobe Dean just blast him. I hope they destroy him. I swear to God. You know this guy is circling down his calendar. I'm not trying to get too excited about it. Yeah. That's probably the only game you care about this year. You probably don't care about winning. As long as you get your revenge, who cares? But yeah, I hope they just destroy him. I hope they destroy him. I hate him. I hate him. I really do. God, I hate that fucking guy. I hate him. I really do. Yo, George, what's going on, man? Will be on IR by that game. No, hell no. Be healthy. Be 100% healthy when you get to that game. All I got to say. That's all I got to say. Can't believe how quickly he turned into a clown. He really did, dude. Like, he really did. What really pissed me off, I'm sorry, but we shouldn't be talking about Carson Wentz. What really pissed me off about him, it's not even the football aspect of what he did. It's the people aspect of what he did as a people person. Okay? These are, like, all of those Carson Wentz jerseys are now turning into A.J. Brown jerseys now. For the people that bought his jersey, like, this man didn't thank the fans. He didn't say a damn word to nobody. He had this stupid PR message. Thank you, Don Smolinski and Howie Roseman. All this someone that his accountant wrote and put it on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, dude. I can't. The way he treated the fans, like, just make a video, just make a video and be like, hey, I screwed up, I'm sorry it didn't work out, guys. I love you guys as fans. Like, I'm going to miss playing here, blah, blah, blah. Like, at least, just give me that as a from the heart, like, he put a message out from the heart. But this guy is a lame piece of garbage. He is just a fucking piece of shit. And that's just the truth. Sorry, I don't curse that much, but the guy is just so weak, man. That guy is the weakest. Oh, man, when he got fucking hate that guy. I can't stand him. I just can't stand that. I can't stand that man. %90 discount gingivitis Eagles jerseys. Can't stand it. Carson is not a professional Bears as we stood behind him. I used to like him too, bro. I had no problem with him. I'm buying everyone an A.J. Brown jersey. Send me your D's. But he became a crybaby. I can't stand Carson either. He's all about himself. Hate that prick. Fuck that guy. Just again, when people say that it's like God's plan, it's God's will. This is personality you get. That's gonna be one of the best games of the season for Cowboys fan. Commandos versus the Eagles. I can't wait, dude. George Wentz says, "Thanks for telling the truth, Joey. Wentz is a duck hunting bum." Bill S. said, "What's good, Joey?" Because says, "How many games do you think the Eagles are gonna win?" I think 12 to 13 win. I don't even care. I don't even care about the schedule, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, dude, like they can win 12 games, but at the end of the day, like if Hurts doesn't pan out, if Gannon can't work with what he has with his defense, like it could be a total failed season. It can be. But, you know, this is us looking at it in a perfect world. I just stuttered like 5 times. In a perfect world. Joe, I'm going to go ahead and say I think Hassan Reddick is going to have the first sack in Sunday Night Football game against the Cowboys. I hope he does. Williams says, don't hold back, Joey. Tell us how you feel. Oh, I'm going to have a video. I'm going to have a video on this. I swear to God. I will have a video on this by tomorrow. I'll have a video on this by tomorrow. And then you're going to really see like how, man, like the juices are flowing. Oh my God. I am going to like now just from watching that, my blood is boiled. And like, I just want to unleash like all this crap all over again about this freaking guy. I swear to God. I swear to God. Just Carson Wentz, please stay healthy. Just stay healthy. Take your vitamins. Just stay healthy. That's all I want. I don't want you 80% injured, 70% injured. I want you 100% healthy for that game. Because I'm telling you right now, I am going after him. I am going after his legs, his ankles, I don't care what it is. I am Oh, I'm shaking right now. I can't stand this guy. I can't stand this guy. Wentz said it's hard to not. A lot of emotions. I'm sure fans will eat it up. Yeah, it's just going to be another ball game. Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, just another ball game. Yeah, right. Yeah, you have all these. You have a calendar in your office at home. You have a calendar next to your bed. You have that date. What is it? You have that date pretty much circled, going to Philadelphia and wanting to beat this team so bad. Okay, right. Yeah, sure. Just another ball game. All right. Okay. Sure. All right. Well, well, that's definitely more content I could put out for tomorrow. So I can't, I'm not going to do, I'm going to do it. You'll see. You'll see what happens. Ah! What did phony cripple say? Oh God. I hate this guy. I freaking hate him. I hate him. I can't. Such a man, such a damn disgrace, man. Without Frank Reich, this man wouldn't have a starting job. Okay, this man wouldn't have a starting job. It wasn't for the Colt. It wasn't for Reich sticking his neck out for Jalen Hurts. This man would not have a starting job. It would not even happen. Oh, man, I'm going to unleash some fury. I'm going to record this video today, and this video will be out by tomorrow, okay? But I'm going to have a couple videos out for tomorrow. But I appreciate 185 in the chat. I went to Twitter quick to see what was going on, and I just saw that. I saw him having an interview on NFL Network. But wussy, he's getting so much crap. The Colts traded him that fast, dude. Like 2 third-round picks. They gave the Eagles. Look what they gave the Eagles: a third and a second-round conditional that turned to a first. They gave a first and a third away to the Eagles, and they gave 2 third-rounders. They must have. That owner was like, nope. Apparently, Frank Reich got a lot of shit for that. He got a lot of crap for that. For bringing him on board. But dude, come on now. Who's worse, crippled Carson or Ben Simmons? That's a hard one. Joe says Frank Reich was his right-hand man, a total believer, and he dropped him in a hot man. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with it. The North Dakota pussy should stay in North Dakota. As he said, I want an Eagles jersey from Jakeem Media, and he can't decide what to choose, Dean Davis or Brown. Oh, dude, go your instinct, dude. Go your gut feeling. Don't ask anybody else. Just literally sit there, close your eyes, and be like, boom, there's your first decision. Just go your gut feeling on it, dude. I'm not going to tell you which one to buy. Go your gut feeling, but congratulations on that, dude. Joe just brought my nephew for jersey, Calgary D. Smith jersey. One for me. We can match. His dad is a 49ers fan. Going to make sure that doesn't happen. I bought a white A.J. Brown jersey, too. Oh, dude, awesome. Awesome. I might do a Davis jersey too, man. I like it. I'm thinking about Davis as well. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I know it was a short one today, nothing crazy today, but I appreciate everybody joining the stream today. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, we're going to have a stream tomorrow again. Sunday, I'm probably going to take off. I'm probably not going to be around Sunday. I'll have a post out just to let everybody know. There's going to be no videos or anything for Sunday, no live streams or nothing. Sunday might just be a day off for me, just take a break and get some things done, things I have to do. So definitely we'll be back tomorrow with the stream. Subscribe to the channel, like the stream if you guys haven't. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back for the Carson Wentz video tomorrow. So we'll be back. All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, guys. See you later. Everyone have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend.